Welcome! Hey guys, welcome back. I am on Koh Chang exploring the islands, kayaking around, but today I will be exploring the Koh Chang itself. I will do all the beaches, viewpoints, waterfalls and what else there is. And I'm starting this tour right here at the viewpoint overlooking the White Sand Beach, which is probably the first thing you will see if you come to Koh Chang and head west. It's a beautiful day today, even though it's a rainy season right now. This video is being shot at the end of July. We have quite a lot to cover today, so let's get going. And just a short 2 minutes drive down that viewpoint, you will end up on our first stop, and that's the White Sand Beach. This is quite large. I think it's the largest beach on the island. It's about 3 kilometers long, and if you enter the beach as soon as you descend from that viewpoint, you will be pretty much in the middle. And I will show you my favorite part of this beach, which is further north. I think this is the best part of the beach. If you go a little bit north, you will see quite a few fancy bungalows and establishments. But first we have to pass around KC Grande Resort, featuring numerous rooms, multiple pools, including a rooftop pool, and extensive beachfront facilities makes it stand out as the biggest resort in the area. So let's take a little walk towards the north of this beach, because there is quite a few interesting buildings, restaurants and places to stay. As soon as you pass KC Grande, you will start seeing these random bungalows stretching all the way up into the treetops, making for a really interesting walk. Each one looks different, and sometimes you can't help but wonder how they are even holding together. And then you will come across this place. This place, Independent Ball, looks particularly quite interesting. I don't think it's open, but you can still admire it even if it's closed, because it literally looks like an art installation. This place totally gives off a hippie hop kind of vibe. Probably just the fun rooms in here, but great location and definitely quirky and one-of-a-kind look. Next we will have to pass through the rock sand restaurants, and if it's low tide you can just pass around. But right now I think I will go right through the restaurant instead. The last resort on this stretch of beach is White Sand Beach Resort, with beach bungalows stretching all the way to the end. And this is probably the nicest stretch of the beach on this White Sand Resort up north. There is a small river section in the middle that looks especially nice, with bungalows surrounded by water on both sides. The resort also has its own access road, one that's seriously steep. And And that was the most popular beach on the island, the White Sand Beach. It's a pretty good introduction to the island, but there is a lot more to see, and from here on I will start heading south and see what else we can discover. Okay, our next stop is just a short drive from White Sand Beach, and this is about halfway between Prao and White Sand Beach. Welcome to Pearl Beach, also known as Hat Kai Mook, just 5 minutes drive from White Sand Beach. But unlike the sandy stretches Koh Chang is famous for, it's mostly rocky, not ideal for swimming, but perfect if you are looking for a quiet, peaceful vibe. It's home to a few hidden resorts and camping spots and has some of the best sunset views on the island. A great place to escape the crowds and save on your accommodation costs. There is a little campsite with a rocky beach, and that will give you the access to the beach. You have to bring your own tent, but you will get access to the bathrooms and electricity. And that is the cheapest form of accommodation in here. Just 100 baht per night per person. This grass patch looks particularly quite interesting for camping. No sand, just grass with this view. And you even have the electric sockets, so you should be able to connect the fan. That's pretty nice camping site, this one, but the access for the kayak is not ideal. They made some steps in here that was not here before when I checked the old pictures. Quite nice place. Bamboo huts for rent. Sawadee krap. Hello. Okay, thank you. Massage, 1 hour 200 baht. This looks very chill area, this whole camping ground. I especially love these tiny little huts that really just fit like one bed and that's it. So that was a quick stop between the Klong Prao and White Sand Beach, and we continue to Klong Prao now. After leaving the rocky shores of Pearl Beach behind, I have now arrived in the area known as Klong Prao, home to the longest beach on the island. So I have reached the Klong Prao beach, which is roughly somewhere about the midway on the west side. And this is a large stretch of the beach, about 2, maybe 3 kilometers. And this one is split in the middle by the river estuary that is flowing straight out to the sea. And this piece is only about 10 meters wide, but you cannot walk through it because it's very deep. And there is no close by bridge or anything, so you really have to decide before you come to this beach whether you want to go to the north or the south, because there is no easy way across unless you want to swim. So although this is officially the longest beach on the island, it's not really one continuous stretch. because it's split in the middle by a scenic river estuary, which by the way looks amazing and gives the area a unique charm, but the beach is divided into northern and southern sections, and you can't just walk between them. At least during my late afternoon visit, the water was quite deep and there is no bridge or other easy way across. You would have to head all the way back to the main road, which would not be a short walk. Still, this northern section is calm, quiet, rarely crowded and perfect for a slower, more relaxed vibe.
And this little viewpoint is probably the best spot. It's a beautiful winds, the best view, and nobody else here. Alright guys, since I already visited the north side, then I'm going to check out the south part of Klong Prao. So there is another little river canal that is also going out to the sea, and it's actually quite scenic walk. So here you can go to the left and carry on to the right. Let's take the bridge. This one is however very small, so it can be walked from one side to another, not very deep like the one on the north side. This one would be perfect for like an hour of kayaking. This one is a lot more quieter. There isn't that much activities, but I kind of like it even more than the north part.
So that's both south and north parts of Klong Prao beach, the longest beach on the island. The southern end has a few larger resorts, while the whole area is shaped by two scenic rivers, making it a pretty unique and interesting beach to explore or even stay for a few days. Tomorrow we will visit the most popular waterfall on the island, which also happens to be in this area. But for now, as the sun begins to dip lower, I've got one more spot in Klong Prao to show you, and it might just be the perfect fit for this time of day.
For the sunset, it might actually be worth going somewhere, and there is a nice little viewpoint right around this area, so I might go there and show you a little sunset spot. It's a little hike, but the view from there should be quite nice.
For our little viewpoint stop, we will head back to the main road and backtrack slightly to the north. Once we cross the bridge, turn right at the Klong Prao school sign and follow the road for about 200 meters. You can leave the car at the main road and walk here. I've done it before, but last time I encountered a few dogs who weren't exactly thrilled with my audacity to stroll down their public road. So today I decided not to test their patience and just drove up instead. The viewpoint itself is marked on Google Maps, so finding it is easy, but the actual entrance is not, as this isn't a touristy spot at all. You basically just follow the road around the hill, and from the highest side you will spot some rocks, and that's your path to the top.
So the viewpoint is a little mini hike, and this is the entrance. There is nobody here, nobody charging anything. It's not even marked on the Google Maps, but it's very easy to find because this whole mini mountain you can walk in 5-10 minutes all around. So if you just follow the main road, and it's about 200 meters, it's a very ample parking space in here, not much space, but you basically have to climb this. Not ideal for the Crocs, but I don't think will be a big problem to get there with the Crocs. So let's keep going. It's only 50 meters. The view is quite nice, even though it's not anywhere near the water. You should be able to see the water, including these 5 islands that we've seen from the Klong Prao beach. The only thing you have to be careful about is if there is water, because this can get quite slippery, but right now it's completely dry. So the walk upstairs is very easy, even with my wet Crocs. I get something from the 7 for the dinner, so I can sit down and watch sunset. Hopefully won't be any clouds. And that's it. Very small hike. And that's the view you will get. The 5 islands in the distance from where we came from, and the beach is not really visible from here, but you can see the water. Maybe we can walk up to that little rock and sit down and have our dinner. Made it to the top. Oh, and you can hear some dogs barking already down there. It's better to come on a motorbike and not walk.
Alright guys, I think we can wrap up our first day of exploring Koh Chang with this amazing view. But don't forget to tune in next week. There is so much more to this island. I will be checking out waterfalls, more beaches and viewpoints, exploring abandoned ghost ships, and even venturing deep into the jungle to hike some epic peaks for those stunning views. That's all coming in next week's video. Until then, have an awesome rest of the day, and I will see you next time. Bye!